Hello everyone. I'm Swetha and welcome to swetha'stutorials. Today we are going to discuss about the Citizenship Act. We know that the Part 2 of our Indian Constitution defines who all will be an Indian citizen as on 26 January 1950. All the rest questions regarding citizenship are addressed in the Citizenship Act. The Citizenship Act deals with the acquisition and termination of citizenship. The Citizenship Act of 1955, which was originally formulated, had been subjected to many changes over time. Some major amendments of the Citizenship Act of 1955 are the 1986 Citizenship Amendment, 1992 Citizenship Amendment, 2003 Citizenship Amendment, 2005 Citizenship Amendment.
1.
The Act before 1986 Citizenship Amendment says that if any person is born in India, then the person is liable to gain an Indian citizenship. But the amendment on the year 1986 describes that such a person born in India plus his or her father be an Indian is required to be an Indian for the citizen to get Indian citizenship. Before the 1992 Citizenship Amendment, a mother had no role in the citizenship of their children. This meant discrimination against women. This discrimination is stopped by amendment in the year 1992 and said that the child's father or mother be an Indian citizen to obtain the citizenship of the child. On the Act of 2003, the term illegal immigrant is defined and introduced. This act stopped the illegal immigrants from acquiring the Indian citizenship by registration and naturalization processes. The Act of 2005 deals with the major changes in the provision of overseas citizens of India.
1.
The Citizenship Act deals with acquisition and termination of citizenship. We have discussed about it. Now we are going to discuss what are the different modes by which acquisition of citizenship happens and what are the different modes by which the termination of citizenship happens. The first one being acquisition of citizenship. There are 5 modes by which citizenship can be acquired. The first one being birth, second one descent, third one registration, fourth one naturalization, and fifth one incorporation of territory. These are respectively addressed under Section 3, Section 4, Section 5, Section 6 and Section 7 respectively. We will these 5 later on the video. Then going on, the different modes by which termination of citizenship can happen are the first one renunciation, second one termination, and the third one deprivation. These are respectively addressed under Section 8, Section 9 and Section 10. Firstly, we are going to deal with the acquisition of citizenship by birth, which is addressed under Section 3 of Citizenship Act of 1955. We are going to study about this in 3 different timelines. The first one being 26 January 1950 to 1st July 1987 and the second timeline being 1st July 1987 to 3rd December 2004 and the third one on or after 3rd December 2004. Going on to the first timeline of 26 January 1950 to 1st July 1987. In this timeline, any person born between 26 January 1950 and 1st July 1987 is considered an Indian citizen, irrespective of the nationality of his parents. But by this time, the government came to notice that a lot of refugees and illegal immigrants from neighboring countries can acquire Indian citizenship by this provision. Thus came the Amendment Act of 1986. Then the new timeline begins, that is from 1st July 1987 to 3rd December 2004. If a person is born in India between 1st July 1987 and 3rd December 2004, in order to acquire Indian citizenship, any of his parents should be an Indian citizen. And then the last one and now applicable timeline came into being on or after 3rd December 2004. for such a person who is born in India on 3rd December 2004 or after 3rd December 2004, his two parents, that is father and mother, should be Indian, or any of his one parent is born as an Indian and the second one being not an illegal immigrant. That is, the first in the two parents should be Indians or one parent should be an Indian and the second one should not be an illegal immigrant. Here, illegal immigrant is clearly defined in this section. What do you mean by an illegal immigrant? Illegal immigrant is such a person who has no valid documents like the passport or the travel documents, and he possesses false documents. And the third one, he may have true documents or valid documents but stays in the country even after the permitted time period. Such a person is called illegal immigrant.
One.
Secondly, we are going to study about the acquisition of citizenship by descent. But what is descent? Descent is the relationship of a person with any country through his or her lineage, that is through his or her parents or. Here also we are going to study the citizenship acquisition by three timelines from 26 January 1950 to 10 December 1992, and then 10 December 1992 to 3rd December 2004, and the third one on or after 3rd December 2004. Coming on to the first timeline, 26 January 1950 to 10 December 1992, if a person is born outside India on this timeline, if his father is an Indian citizen by birth, then this person is considered an Indian citizen. Then, after this came the 1992 Amendment Act, which reinforced gender neutrality, because here the father is only defines the person's citizenship. The mother has no role in it. So, came the 1992 Amendment Act, which reinforced gender neutrality. Then came the new timeline of 10 December 1992 to 3rd December 2004. In this timeline, if a person is born outside India, then he can be considered an Indian citizen if his father or mother is an Indian citizen. Then came the third one and the now applicable timeline on or after 3rd December 2004. If a person is born outside India on or after 3rd December 2004, and if any of his parents is an Indian and is registered in the Indian consulate within 1 year of birth with a declaration that their minor child does not hold the passport of any other country, then the person can get an Indian citizenship. Now, we are going to study about the acquisition of citizenship by registration, which is addressed under section 5. There are many criteria for such a person to register for Indian citizenship. 5 such criteria for Indian citizenship are listed here. The one first being, a person who is residing in India for 7 years can apply for a registration as an Indian citizen. Then the second one, a person of Indian origin residing in any country outside India can apply for registration. Then the third one, for a spouse of an Indian citizen who is residing in India for 7 years can apply for a registration of Indian citizenship. Then the fourth one being, the minor children of Indian citizens can also apply for citizenship by registration. Then the fifth one is that person of full age and capacity who has been registered as an overseas citizen of India and is residing in India for 1 year can apply for citizenship by registration. All these above persons at the time of registration must sign the oath of allegiance towards Indian Constitution and rule of the land and duties of the citizens. These are the criteria to be followed for citizenship, acquisition of citizenship by registration. Then comes the acquisition of citizenship by naturalization, which is addressed under section 6. If a person having all these qualifications could submit an application to the central government for registering as an Indian citizen, then the central government can register him or her as an Indian citizen. The qualifications are, the first one being, the person should not be a citizen of a country where Indians are prevented from being a citizen. That is, he should not be a subject of a country where Indians are not allowed as as a citizen there. Then the second one being, if that person has acquired any other citizenship of any other country, then he should renounce that citizenship. That means he should give back that citizenship. Then the third one being, that person should be residing in India or under Government of India service, whether both of them partially or completely, for 12 months before the date of application. Then the fourth one being, that same person should be residing in India for an aggregate of 11 years or under the Government of India service for 12 months to 14 years before date of application. Then that person must be of a very good character. Then he must have adequate knowledge in the languages prescribed under Schedule 8 of Indian Constitution. If the certificate of naturalization is granted to that person, then that person should intend to reside in India. Along with these all provisions, the government of India also has the power to waive off all these qualifications for a person who has acquired or who has performed distinguished service in the fields of science, art, philosophy, literature, peace, and human rights. Next comes the acquisition of citizenship by incorporation of territory, which is addressed under Section 7 of Citizenship Act. This provision says that if any foreign territory becomes a part of India, then the government of India will specify who all from that territory will be known as Indian citizen. This can be explained by an example of Puducherry. For example, when Puducherry became a part of India, then the government of India issued an order called Citizenship Puducherry Order of 1967 to tell who all will be qualified to become an Indian citizen from Puducherry. Laws of citizenship. We have till now completed the different modes by which acquisition of citizenship happens. Now moving over to the laws of different modes of laws of citizenship, that is renunciation, termination, and deprivation. The first one, laws by renunciation, laws of citizenship by renunciation, which is addressed under Section 8. When a person declares himself that he doesn't want to continue the citizenship of that country, then the citizenship is lost by renunciation. Then comes the loss by termination, which is addressed under Section 9 of Citizenship Act. If a person voluntarily acquires any other citizenship of any other country, then the citizenship of India is terminated by that instant itself. Then comes the loss by deprivation, which is described under Section 10. This is a compulsory termination by the government. If the government finds the citizen to be fraud, that is, if the document submitted before the government is found fraud, then compulsory termination or deprivation happens. Then the second mode by which deprivation can happen is when the person is found disloyal to the government or disloyal to the state. Then the third one being, if the person communicates with enemy country during war, then the citizenship is also lost. Then also the citizenship is lost. Then the fourth one being, if the person has been jailed for 2 years within 5 years of acquiring citizenship, then the loss of citizenship by deprivation happens. Thank you. Like and share the video if you find this useful, and let me know your suggestions through your comments. If you want to stay up to date with all my uploads, please grab the subscribe button and turn the notifications on. Till I see you in the next video, thank you.